I hope you are ready for some cleaning because there is a lot of cleaning going on in this video. I had gotten so excited about the holidays coming up and had decided I was going to do some deeper cleaning of our home, just areas that I really like to tackle before we host, and just, once or twice a year. So I have included that as well. However, in the midst of doing all of that, my family got sick. So I have been being a nurse and mom and wife and all the things I love, taking care of my family. So you will see this is over several days. Before everyone got sick, I had decided that the holidays are coming up soon. We host both Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so I really wanted to go ahead and get ahead of some of the deeper cleaning. So here I'm starting in our bathroom, and I cleaned the tub, which I absolutely love to take a bath now. I've never been a bath girly before until recently, and now I just love it. But anyway, cleaned that. You will see that little blue scrubby brush. I love that brush. It works so good, and you really don't have to put a lot of elbow grease into it, which is great because I feel like my husband can always clean the shower better than me. There's the brush I'm talking about. I always feel like he can do it better than me because it just seems to look so much better after he does it. But ever since I got this brush, actually he got the brush for him, but then I used it and it works so well. So if you struggle with getting it clean, just super clean with your brushes that you're using, I recommend that one. But I did move on to our shower, and I do like to start from top to bottom in the shower and break it off into sections. And so kind of wash that area and then rinse and then repeat for other sections. So that is it completed. And now I'm moving on to the floors. There is just something about a freshly cleaned bathroom. I just love the smell of just how good and clean it smells. And I love just walking in and seeing it just all nice and shiny. So anyway, I was so happy to have the bathroom done. And then I decided to move on into the kitchen. So some of my drawers and cabinets, I have been itching to vacuum. And so I was so excited to start this project before everyone got sick, not knowing that was ahead. But I emptied out our silverware drawer, if I can talk. And then I'm just vacuuming it out and then wiping it out and putting everything back. And I'm telling you, it makes such a big difference. Just little things like that. It just, I don't know, every so often you just have to do a deeper clean instead of just tidy or just organized or whatever. And it also helped me to clean out things that we don't use anymore. So I just feel like it just helps you just to A, get everything organized and clean, and then B, helps you kind of go through things. And then I decided I would move on to our cabinets. So this is something else that I do like to do. Of course, if I see something, I normally take care of that, but I did want to wipe them all down, getting ready to host for the holidays. So I'm sitting outside, and I'm hoping this voiceover, you can't hear all the cars driving by, but it's such a beautiful day, so I wanted to do the voiceover outside. So hopefully that does not interfere. But anyway, I'm also wiping down our backsplash. So this is a good time to just go ahead and give your home a great refresh. I just use the same cleaner that I use on my counters. I love the Miss Myers spray. It smells so good. And anyway, I'm just moving on to all of the cabinets and just getting everything wiped down and clean and ready to have everyone over. Let me know in the comments, are you hosting for Thanksgiving or Christmas, or do you travel? Does your family live nearby? Let me know. I love to connect with you guys and see, how everyone else does things. So let me know in the comments what your upcoming plans are. Okay, I told you there were things that I really wanted to detail. So as you saw, I did the baseboards up under our kitchen cabinet. So it's a great time to go ahead and tackle areas of your home that you don't typically do like on the regular, as far as like weekly cleaning or tidying or whatever. So I really like to tackle kind of fine tune my cleaning. It's almost like I start looking around our home as if I were a guest and just kind of looking at things more detailed, even though I'm sure they are not looking at the baseboards, but I just tend to do that. So right here, I decided to clean inside our oven. So I actually did the, what is it called? Like the self-clean or whatever in the oven. I did that first. And then as you saw, it left kind of white, I don't know what to call it. White crumbles? I don't know. Let me know. What do I call this? Anyway, it just left residue or whatever from where it heated everything up. And so I just wiped that down. I was not able to get this off of the glass on the inside. So if you have a cleaner that works great to get that off, let me know in the comments. I'm not sure what to use to get that off, but I really would love to get that clean. So moving on to, we have a double oven, so this is the lower oven, and it wasn't as bad. It does need to be wiped down, but I did not have to do the self-clean on this one. We don't use this one a ton except for around the holidays, so as you can see, it's more of storage for our iron skillets. They're so heavy, and so it's just perfect just to put them in there. So does anybody else use your oven for storage? Let me know in the comments. Am I alone? Now I'm moving on to cleaning our bar stool cushions, and these, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a year maybe I will wash these. Sometimes I get out our little Bissell cleaner, but most recently I started just putting them in the wash, and it works really good. So I just took them off, washed them, let them air dry, and then we all got sick. Well, not we all. My whole family, everyone else got sick. So I ended up leaving them off for 4 or 5, 6 days. I lost count because it was so long. But anyway, after they are dry and clean, I got them back on several days later. And I'm using the lint. Gosh, I cannot remember what this thing is called. Anyway, it gets all the lint off, but it works really good. If you have fabric cushions, it works great to make them look new again. It just gets any of the piling off or peeling, whatever it's called. It helps get that off and just make them look new. So I am now on another day moving on to putting up laundry. And look, my sweet husband, he had to go back to work, and he brought me an iced coffee, and I just thought that was so sweet. He's getting over being sick, and then he brought me coffee, and I'm telling you, it was giving me life. I needed that coffee so bad, so it gave me the extra bit I needed to finish up. And I'm finishing in our living room, just getting everything tidied. I did end up washing all the blankets, just all the things. When everyone's been sick, you just kind of want to wash every single thing. So I did end up washing all the blankets and all of that. Then I, of course, had to tackle the kitchen. It really needed to be tidied and wiped down, of course. So I handled that, put in some essential oils. I used peppermint. I don't know, it's supposed to help with sickness and things like that. And I left this out, but even Teddy was sick. He was so sick. I was so worried about him. For over a week, he was very, very ill. So he had to go to the vet. He's been on antibiotics. He still has 4 more days of antibiotics left, but thankfully he's feeling better. But I'm telling you, this mama was so tired, and my mom ended up coming up to help me. She was such a godsend and such an angel, and I didn't even ask her. She just heard we were all sick and said I'm on the way, and she came and stayed with us several days and helped me cook and just keep everybody taken care of, help me do laundry, and just helped with some of my housework. She even cleaned our spare guest bathroom for me. It was just the sweetest thing. So I was so thankful. But I'm so thankful that you are here. Thank you for being here to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next.